something very important that we're going to discuss. Yes, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. But this time, we are not going to focus on what had happened inside the court. Instead, we are going to focus about the two sisters. Guys, I'm talking about the two sisters, which is Kelly Kumalo and the beloved sister, Zandi Kumalo. These two people, their names were mentioned in the second docket, which we all know. And these two people, their names are among the five other people who are supposed also to be arrested accordingly to this second docket. But so far, since the names of the people who were mentioned in the second docket, most of them, they have not said much. Besides the Kumalos, who keep on reacting in social media, and you can see how they rotating, where you get to see this one coming, giving a side of a story, try to convince people through the media, and another one will have to come also and cover up and try to support the sister. Obviously, you can tell that this is a love, sister loves. So they're kind of like trying to help each other. So in this video, guys, we are going to analyze step by step on what these two sisters have said so far in the media, especially after they had spoken or their names were mentioned in the second docket. Remember, in this second docket, we have names of many people, which include even the names of the mother, Gladness Kumalo. But so far, we only see Kelly Kumalo coming in media and the young sister, Zandi Kumalo, coming also out in the media, trying to discuss about what they had seen that night and trying to respond to people or to all the rumors which has been circulating about them being the one who had killed Senzo Meyiwa. So guys, there's a lot of things that we need to discuss about it. Ask yourself this simple question to know that how come there were so many people who were in that house and so far they're not coming in media, but it is only them who have to come in media. Why? That's what we're going to discuss in this video. Once again, welcome to Cool Bears TV. What we do here, we do analytics. So welcome to those who are coming through. You know what we always do. I wish I would have been here since yesterday, but unfortunately, this load shedding is killing us. So today that we're having the electricity on time, that is the reason why we decide to come here and so that we can get to discuss. So please do like the video and subscribe if you would. I will really do appreciate. Guys, without delay, let us get to it. Not long ago, we had Sister Kumalo in the house. She came to say I to the South African people through the media. And she had to explain some of the things that we never knew before. And all these things, they have to come out, all just because a name is being mentioned in the second decade. And this time she have to go far. I could feel a cold war between Kumalo's family and Meyiwa's family. Though Meyiwa's family, they never attack Kumalo's family directly. Unless if I'm wrong, but according to me, every time I never sit and hear Meyiwa family trying to attack Kumalo family directly, as we have just seen it in these two interviews from the two sisters. And we saw how Kelly Kumalo, she came out, she spoke about a lot of things. Among the things that she had to say, she revealed some of the secret, saying that she's the woman who used to help Senzo back then because Senzo, his family never loved him. Yes, she said that they never loved Senzo Meyiwa. Instead, they used to use him as a cash cow. They used to produce for them in order for them to survive. And she even go forward to say that she's the woman who used to send money whenever Senzo Meyiwa had to ask for money. You guys, you saw how Kelly Kumalo said no one knew who was Senzo Meiwa until when Senzo Meiwa was attached to Kelly Kumalo's brain. You saw it and you heard how she explained about it. And she even explained on how she met Senzo Meiwa, which I had also left a question to her until today. I'm still waiting and to see perhaps she'll come up with an answer to that question. So, besides all the interview that she gave in a previous interview, guys, now it was the turn of a young sister. But before I get to the side of a young sister, one thing for those who had watched our video before, you'll see that I had said it that the interview that Kelly Kumalo heard, it was an interview which is kind of like, it was well prepared, because when Kelly Kumalo was giving the interview, you'll see that a lawyer, Munisani, she was just next to her. And I said these things kind of like I was there, but I was not even there. And yesterday, in that interview, when Zandi Kumalo, she's giving the interview to the CNA, you will see that the lady was interviewing her said in one of reports saying that the two different between Kelly Kumalo's interview and the one of Zandi Kumalo is that Kelly Kumalo, she was well controlled by a lawyer, and some of the questions she could not even give the answer because a lawyer have to stop her from saying or from responding. And with Zandi Kumalo, you'll see that she was a woman by herself, and for that reason she had to prepare in her own way. And you guys saw yesterday how Zandi Kumalo, she had to read through the book what she have to say to the media. I'm going to discuss again more about it in the next few minutes. But let's just try to focus on the part where I'm saying that the whole coming out in media, it was something which was well prepared. Something that they had sat down and they spoke with the lawyers, especially now that Advocate Marcela Tefo, who was the former advocate, defending advocate of the accused, is no more in the case, because this is the man who used to put them like in a hard position. This is the man who used to be like a nightmare for them, you know, because of his stubbornness, because of his way of doing things. So now that is no more there, so it was kind of like an opportunity for these people to come on in media and try to implant something in the population or in the mind of people, so that people will get to have another side of the story, you know, instead of what people they already know. So guys, Kelly Kumar, she was not even free for her to give a point of view, for her to talk, for her to speak a proper mind, all because for the obvious reason that I mentioned. Now, yesterday, Zandi Kumalo, she was on media as well. And when they had to ask her questions, you see that Zandi, she had a book whereby she wrote everything down. Now, my question is just to know, I don't know if I'm wrong, but just come to think of it. Why do you have to go and write down something which you are more familiar with, something that you know that you are saying the truth? Because the truth remains the truth, guys. The truth remains the truth no matter how long, how many years that the problem or the crime was committed. If you want to tell the truth, it's still going to remain the truth. It's not going to change. So why Unzandi Kumalo, she have to have the book which she had written everything down? And you'll see that when she want to make a mistake, she'll stop and say that, okay, let me just read it again. If it is the truth, if you believe that what you're going to say is what had happened, because we all know that we usually take note of something, we usually wrote things down when we are not too sure of what we want to say. But if I know, especially when I want to prove my innocence, especially when I want to speak the truth, I don't need to go and write something down, because my mind will tell exactly what it has seen and what it had experienced. So seeing Zandi, reading what she had wrote in the book, it means a lot. And in this video, guys, I have written also everything down that she had, the questions which were asked to her and the answers. So I want us to go through these questions together, so that we'll get to understand what was well prepared and what went wrong. Because if you can see also, the journalist, as she was putting the question to her, she could not follow. Like journalists, they are not people you can come and trust when it comes to the questions, the way of asking the questions. You might have your stuff and you wrote them down, but once you are in front of a journalist, the moment they start asking you questions, they'll ask you what is coming in the mind, and they can even try to play with what you had put to them as answers. And that's what happened yesterday. So guys, obviously, Zandi Kumalo, she first starting by saying that I'm not here to defend anyone or to accuse anyone, but I'm here to clarify what is going on in the media and inside the court. I want people to know some things that they don't know, and to bring also more clarities on the things that people they are not aware of. Those are the word from Zandi Kumalo that she had to say that it is normal. I mean, it is normal, especially when your name is being mentioned somewhere, and if you feel like, okay, now look, I'm not doing part of this, obviously you'll have to come in media and speak to people like, no guys, how are you? Okay, as you know, my name is Zandi, I'm here, I just want to correct something. I hear people saying one, two, three things about me, so this is my side of the story. So this part, yes, she had introduced herself nice, but one thing I noticed is that as she was busy talking about this, you see how she was busy also reading in that book, because she had a pen in the hand. So, for what reason? I don't know. I don't know, because to me it looks like someone had wrote for her everything that she have to come and speak out. Yes, someone had told her, no, look, when you go there, start from here. Say this, don't say that. If they ask you this question, don't respond to this. So that's what I saw from Zandi Kumalo, what she was doing yesterday. So she said that she tried to explain the story from where it started, the moment when Senzo Mayo was killed. After then, she had to explain on how she used to cooperate, or her with her family, obviously. They used to cooperate with the law or the police. And she said she explained on how they used to be interrogated by the police instead of being asked questions, but they were being interrogated. And for her, she feel like police is supposed not to do that, because they are not the one who killed the Senzo Mehiwa. So therefore, it does not mean because the crime was committed by a moment's place, that give the police the right for them to start coming interrogating them if like they are the one who had committed that crime. That was Kelly Kumalo, Zandi Kumalo. She even go far to explain on how they used to take them in different rooms, obviously, for questioning. And I don't even know why she have to come and bring that now, because that is how it goes. Yes, there's no way that you guys will be 7 people in the house and something happen, and the next thing, when the police want to find out the truth, then you want them to go and put you guys in the same room. No, obviously they will separate you, because I could see how She had to get emotional, saying that no, I could not even go to the toilet because we were separated. We can't talk to each other. And yes, I think that is normal. That is how it goes. Do you want them to allow you guys to go and speak or discuss about the questions that are being asked to you? I don't think so. So I don't see any reason why she have to come and complain about that. But a message was obviously she was just trying to tell that no, she they've been trying to cooperate with the police. They've been trying to talk with the police every time. So another also part she said that it was tough time then like when she was talking about this, she for her she said that sometimes she could not even sleep because she was going through tough time, you know. And when she spoke about this, she started becoming again emotional and she started crying. Guys, let us talk about these tears, so-called tears. Is this kind of the tears of asking a sympathy from people, or is it just like a normal tears? Because you are here to tell your side of story, and you are not here to show people how you can cry. Because if it's about crying, you're not gonna tell us that your tears, you the person who's still alive, the person who's breathing, your tears, you're not gonna tell us that are more important than to the one of Mewa's family. Because that family, I believe they cry every day, but we don't see those tears on the media. They don't take cameras or in front of journalists and start crying. So now the tears which you were crying here, was it for the fact that Senzo Mewo was killed in your house? Or was it the tears of you trying to tell, just to explain people how tough it was to you for the way that police, they were doing the job? That is just a question that I think um, if it comes that Zandi Kumalo she get a chance to watch this video, perhaps she might explain us more better about it. So now they ask her if she still remember how long all this interrogation of the police coming and taking them, bring them at the police station in Pretoria. How long, like how often was this happening? And guys, she said that she can't remember. She can't remember because there were so many police and interrogations. They were coming. This one will come today. The next thing they will present you Butilezi. Then the next day they will present you someone else. So she said that there were so many, and all of them. They had to question, and everyone have to feel like they have to ask you what is in the mind. So here again, I'll agree with her, and I'll totally also agree with um, uh, what the lawyers, defending lawyers, have said so far in court. Whether we're talking about Zandile Mshilolo and Tefo, they had said it that this crime scene was contaminated. They said it many times, and you know, thanks God that Zandi she managed to say this, because I believe the judge Maumela will get also a chance to watch that video, so at least we'll understand that when Advocate Marcela Tefo was complaining inside the court about this kind of behaviors, or saying about how the crime scene was contaminated, and yet the judge could not even believe him. I believe this, it will also confirm, because from the way these people they were interrogated, the way the police tried to approach them and talk to them about what had happened, obviously you can tell for yourself that the police, they were not professional when it comes to this part of the case of Senzo Meyua, because they were like, today this one have to do that, tomorrow another person have to come. So they never had that normal procedure which is supposed to be respected. But unfortunately, what had happened. So now we are just looking forward to see what kind of justice they're saving for Senzo Meyua. So she said again that I don't have a degree in law, but looking at this case, the whole case of Senzo Meyua, guys, pay attention on this one. She said that she don't have a degree in law, either in any experience to be a policeman or a woman, I mean. But looking at all these things, the way it goes, she goes on again to say the police is interrogating only the same people. Now, in my mind, the question was to know what is she trying to say here? Until when she mentioned the name of Senzo Meiwa wife, Mandis. And I'm like, okay, so this is where this is going now. So according to Zandi Kumalo, she says she's asking for the police to also investigate Senzo Meiwa's mother and the lady, what is the name again? Zandi, eh? Yes, what is the name again? I forgot the name. Senzo Meiwa's wife. That they should be also be investigated. They should also ask them questions, because this is not all about Kelly Kumalo or Kumalo's committing this crime. It could also be her who had the plan perhaps to kill Kelly Kumalo, but things went wrong and Senzo Meiwa ended up getting hurt. Okay. Now, guys, that sounds very interesting. But at the same time, I have a question in my mind where I want to know if this Mandisa, she wanted to kill Kelly Kumalo or do something, or perhaps kill Senzo the way Zandi Kumalo she's trying to assume. My question now is, why would she also have to choose only at Kelly Kumalo's place for that to happen? That is also another question. That's question I would like also to know, like, because according to Zandi Kumalo, she said herself that if Kelly Kumalo wanted to kill Senzo Meiwa, she was not gonna do it inside the house. She was not gonna do it where a family live, where a mom live, where everyone are living. She was not gonna do it there. She was gonna make arrange. She was gonna arrange for her to kill Senzo Meiwa somewhere else, outside from that place. Perhaps she's right, but what guarantee, what proof do you also have to think that if Mandisa have to kill um, Senzo Meiwa or Kelly Kumalo, why would she also have to choose only at your house for her to come and commit that crime? You see? So obviously you can tell that these are the kind of a conversation where people, they sit down, they talk about it, they discuss in details, and they tell each other, like, right, like this, go and talk about this, mention that. So she insists, she even go far by saying that Senzo Meiwa mother, she's kind of like been blaming them for the death of Senzo Meiwa, but yet she never make enough effort or research for her to find if this so-called daughter-in-law had a hand in Senzo Meiwa murder case. If you have any evidence, any proof, because according to her, she sound trying to say that Senzo Meiwa was going to marry Ukeli Kumalo, and the Senzo Meiwa wife Mandisa, she find out about it. She wanted to stop them. She wanted to stop this wedding from it to happen. Okay, that's another thing that we trying to discover about it. But come to think of it, in the Kelly Kumalo interview. She said that I did not go to Senzo. Senzo leave her, which is his wife. Senzo leave her for me. Okay. Which means what Kelly Kumalo was trying to say here was that she wanted to say that they were actually busy preparing for a wedding. Now, my question is to know, how are you going to have a wedding when you have, I mean, when you have someone who's not yet divorced? Because as far as I know, I don't know if I'm wrong, but anyone can even tell me through the comment. Apparently, Senzo was still married to that woman, and that is the woman that the family had acknowledged as Makoti. So when these people, Kumalo saying that no, Senzo was going to marry her, in this normal planet, at this same Oma Fest that all of us we go, or was it like perhaps Senzo had had started already the procedure of divorcing his wife so that he will end up being with Kelly Kumalo? You see, so obviously, guys, these are the kind of the points where you can get to feel that okay, these people, they were not being honest in what they were saying. They came in media to take advantage of the whole situation of what is happening inside the court. And especially now that the person who always put them through nightmare, Advocate Marcela Tefo, is no more involved in this Senzo Meda case. So now they feel like this is a good opportunity for us to trend. This is a perfect time for us to go ahead and make sure that we should try to plant something in people's mind about how we think of everything. So coming in media, it was a very move that they had prepared. They sit down with the lawyers, and the lawyer told them, write this, go and talk about this. And when they go there, they start messing up everything. So another part was that they asked her a question. Uh, what do you say about people who think that you and the people who were in that house are the ones who had killed Senzo Mewa? That was a question they asked her. What do you think about these people who are saying that you and other people that which names were mentioned second decade that the one who killed Senzo Mewa? And a answer was simple to say that we are innocent until being found guilty. And she goes on now to respond people in a very arrogant way, should I put it in that way, that I don't care what people say about me in media. I don't care about how people think. So in other words, she tried to say that I don't care about people's opinions. Okay, fine. All of us, we don't care about people's opinions. But there are some opinions which we need from people. You get me? There are some opinions, especially in this Senzo Meda case, the opinions of people count. Because someone who was well loved by people in this country was shot in your presence. So whether you had something to do with this or not, the only things you have to do in your power is to facilitate, is to make things easy for the justice to take place. Now, if it happened that there are some opinions which is coming from people who used to love Senzo Meyo and who still love Senzo Meyo until today, if they are talking something, they are raising up their opinions, suspicions about different peoples, the only thing you can do is to try to analyze, try to think about the opinions. If does it really make sense or not? You don't need to come on media and try to, you know, no guys, you know, these ladies, I mean, two of them, when I look at them, yeah, I think they really raised them very nice. You know, when it comes to arrogance, the way of talking, like when you like, "Ah, I don't care. Whatever you say, I don't care. I don't have time for this." That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As I said at the beginning of this video, that there were 7 people in that house. Out of these 7 people, I never see Umtokozizi or Tumelo, whoever, all of them coming on media and start talking. Is it that because them they are so broke or what? Why are them not saying anything? Why is it only the 2 sisters? Hmm? Why is it all them we have to come and talk too much on media? We have people such as a Longotwala. Longotwala, I never even see even a simple post. I don't even think if you have a social media somewhere there. But these people, they're still in this country. They have not run. They did not go anywhere. Guys, please, if you're joining us, do like the videos. I'll really do appreciate, okay? And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll really do appreciate if you do so. So, guys, as I was saying, there are a couple of people, but only 2 people who are coming on media and with some words written by the piece of paper to explain what had happened in that house. If you had nothing to hide, if you did not do nothing wrong, why are you so nervous? To the point of you writing everything down. When they ask you a question, like, okay, no, let me start from here. So it is kind of like you have written a song, now you want to practice it. As I said, the truth will always remain the truth, guys. Yes, no matter what, the truth remain the truth. You can't write the truth in a piece of book. Should I say a piece of paper? You're never gonna write the truth there. The truth remain the truth because your brain will conceive the truth and you'll give the bed to the truth. So if you are not making up a story, if you're not trying to invent or create another side of story where you're trying to wash your hands from something, then you don't need to write something down. You can come and see the way I'm sitting here. If I read, obviously, I'll be reading something which I know that no, this is not me who said it. I did not experience about this. I just heard it and that is it. But the rest, they are coming. They had to come because I believe I'm speaking the truth. So the moment when you decide to go and write things down, that is where I feel like something's very fishy here. Yes. Because I believe even right now, she still have that piece of paper. She'll keep it somewhere. Where even the time when, since she had asked for a day inside the court, I believe she'll go again back through that. See, okay, last time I spoke about this, so let me maintain this one because if I change, they'll think that I have lied. No, my sister, you did lie. You did lie. You did lie. The truth will always remain the truth. You don't put you don't change the truth. You don't write it down. You can't write the truth down. So it's very pity to see what happened there. Another question they asked her was to know, would you say about your names being, what would you say about your name being mentioned in the second docket? You guys, you remember about the second docket, which was introduced inside the court, which had the names of 7 people. 7 people, I believe, in that house. And the 7th one is Meki Piri, who came to clean the crime scene and telling people that no, let us clean the alcohol, let us clean the bottle, everything's because we don't want the police to know. So now they ask Zandi Kumal the question, how do you feel since your name was mentioned? How do you feel? Thank you so much, Dudu Magola. How do you feel about your name being mentioned inside the second docket. She laughed. She laughed and she had to mock Advocate Marcella Tefo. Because according to her, she said that that is a story which Advocate Marcella Tefo made. They never, they never been in the existence of a second docket. That is when they even ask her, okay, fine, how, when did you get to find out about this second docket? And she have to say that there is no way that we'll get to the second docket if there is a three what is the number again? I forgot. In the first docket. So they say that we can't get there. And she keeps speaking the same language as a Kelly Kumalo lawyer, Munsani, who had said that we're not gonna sit here and allow anyone to come and use the second docket because we were sitting. We heard that it was Longo Twala who had pulled the trigger to kill Senzo Meyo. And the next day we will sleep, we wake up just to find out that now it's no more Longo Twala, now it is Kelly Kumalo. That's it is what Hashifing. But she forgotten something that those are also things that which came from the opinions. So far, there's not any place which is written showing how how to call him Longo Twala pulled the trigger. Instead, the court only noted or accepted the fact of when it was said that in the second, Kelly Kumalo she had pulled the trigger by accident. And that's what's been said inside the court so far, and that is what it is inside the court record. So if the judge have to place his judgment today, it will also be based on that because it was been presented inside the court. So Zandi Kumalo, she came and said that no, I don't know about this. Me, I never believe in Advocate Marcella. Therefore, that man, blah, 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 blah. She said a lot of things about him. Okay, fine. But what do you have to say about your name being mentioned there? She said that she don't care because they have to go first and deal with this first docket. But forgetting that this same police, that the one who used the same scene crime, a crime scene, and use it under two dockets. Very pity. So she went on to apologize to Meki Piri for being accused on that night. She apologized to Meki Piri. She said that it was not their intention. They never planned for that. They never mean to hurt her. So here, once again, you'll see that anything's, well, we're just trying, we're not assuming, but we're trying to analyze, guys. You know, what I'm trying to say, it is kind of like an example. You see, when you're in trouble, okay? And it happened that someone feel pity. And you feel like, okay, before the police arrive here, let me help this person. Or before they find out the truth of who did what, let me help you guys. Then this person, they come in, they help you quick. Then you done. Now, couple of days or years later on, they end up noticing that no, there was someone who did 1, 2, 3 things before the police arrive. So this person needed to be charged because they had broke the law. Now, since you knew that these people, this person, they came to help you out of pity because you do not have all the time in the world for you to clean up all your mess or to fix all your mess, but this person, out of love, out of pity, they came and help you out. Now that they're being accused for the fact that they had try to violate the law, now you are feeling now guilty. You are feeling bad. You kind of like, okay, I need to apologize to this person. Okay. Or I need to defend this person since they can't say much. Okay. So obviously, and you should have seen how she acted on this part here, because she had to read what was written in the book once again, and then she speak. Then after that, she got emotional and she asked for tissue so that she'll wipe her tears. Should I say, was that a crocodile tears? Because guys, if there is something that can make people get emotions, people had to cry, I think it is for the fact where you can just sit out on your own and realize that someone was killed. A father to many children, a husband, a son to a family. So when you think of all these things, obviously, the next thing, you'll get emotional. After you get emotional, then you'll be able to cry. And when you cry, people are watching you, people are listening to you, people are interviewing you. They'll compatriot with you. They'll feel like, wow, so sad. They'll feel touched because they can see the purpose of what made you get emotional, of what is making you crying. It will match by then. It will match, and they can feel that, yes, this cry is coming from your heart. Now, we have not seen that interview, you guys. If you have not watched it, I had uploaded the full video. Go and watch it, guys. You will see that from the beginning until the end, there's not even a single place where Zandi Kumalo, even a sister, Kelly Kumalo, they took a time just to have that emotional moment, that quiet moment where you just feel like, yeah, I miss Senzo. Now that I'm talking about this, I just feel like he's here, and I wish he was here so that at least he could have helped us to clear, as they call it, cloud. That cloud which has been leaving them in a very serious darkness. But your emotions, your actions can help people. Now, you guys, whenever you go in media, you don't do that. Instead, you are living your life. We saw some of you, they get married, some they give birth to children, some they are living their life, going out, having securities, doing this, taking videos. Okay, it is not bad after all. We all do those kind of things. But guys, we are Africans. And as an Africans, obviously with all our cultures, if you really lost someone who's more meaningful to you, someone you value, someone who have a very serious, a big in your life, you're not gonna lose them today and you just wake up, you go to bath, you put nice makeup or you dress nice and you go out living your life. No. Do you know why we don't do that? Well, not just because we want to get the attention of everyone, but just because we are also afraid. We kind of like, if I do this, what will people think of me? Isn't it going to accuse me that I had something to do with this? And that is how these sisters supposed to be considering this murder case of Senzomeo. And whatever they are saying, they should try to look at the body language, the reactions, and everything. Because now, because they don't show this, it makes Mewa family, Senzo Mewa's family, to feel like, okay, they're actually they're dealing with the wrong people who don't even want to help them, so that the truth about Senzo Mewa can come out. You see? So that's why I say that I don't buy this thing if you come sit in front of the camera and be like, please give me tissue. Then they give you tissue, then you start like, my sister, take it easy now. Take it easy. Like, really, take it easy. Perhaps we can get that kind of emotion, but when you're talking also about Senzo, we should see you crying at least. Crying. But go and watch that interview from the beginning until the end. There's no place where she got emotional about Senzo. That is what we're trying to avoid. That is not something good we should be proud of, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna benefit you. Actually, it's gonna make people to understand that you guys are not serious. What do you think of the way police did the investigation and what is being said about the crime scene? That was a question which they asked her. What do you think? And here, guys, I will totally agree with her. The police failed. The police failed to do their job properly. Now that years have gone, I don't know, because next month, you guys don't be surprised of what will happen inside the court. I have said it before, though some people never pay attention. But for those who always watch our videos, they will tell you, I have said it before. Don't be surprised if you wake up one day after 30 years in order for you to get the justice to this case. Because right now, the matter is very tight. And I can't see Judge Maumela be willing to send innocent people inside the jail. If you don't have, if he's is not more convinced. So there's a possibility that this court will keep on postponing, postponing. Because this year, it is going to finish just like that. Remember, the Tabo Mosia, who's the first witness on stand, supposed to be continuing with his cross-examination. But unfortunately, they had responded for the first time, they responded for the second time. Now it is the third time next month. Then after then, they're still gonna postpone it again. Because remember, the four accused 1 to 4, they remain without a lawyer. They only remain with the attorney, the man you guys used to see next to Tefo. So now the question is this attorney is going to go ahead and present them inside the court, or are them going to choose someone else? You see? So obviously the police did not do the job properly, because if they did the job properly, we're supposed not to be where we are. If the police did the job properly, they're supposed to arrest the right people who had committed this crime. Because even Zandi Kumalo, I heard her say, she's also surprised because people who come to commit the crime, there were only 2 of them inside the house. There were only 2 guys who came in and shoot at Senzo. So how come now the police, they are presenting inside the court 5 people? Where did these 3 people coming from? So thanks God again. As I said, with all this, obviously, these are the things that the Judge Maumela might use it, so that will be to have more evidence to even release this 5 accused. Because obviously the crime, according to the eyewitness, they said that it was 2 men. But why are you bringing 3 people? Can you explain now more details? Oh no, some of them were outside. Okay, fine, but do you have any proof showing that someone was outside? And even if there was someone, do you have any proof showing you that the person who was outside, they were collaborating with the people who were inside the yard? So obviously the police had failed very big time when it comes to that. And we don't know what will happen. If you could go back, what would you have done? That's another one more question they had to ask this lady, to know if you have to turn time, if you have to go back, what would you like to change? For me, perhaps when they ask her this question, in my mind I was like, okay, maybe she will say that no, I would like to rescue him. I would like to do this. I would like to arrest those people so that they will come and tell who sent them. Instead, she started explaining us on how she tried to save Senzo. And once again here, guys, you'll tell that she's trying actually to respond to what Advocate Marcela Tefo had said before, that Tefo, Senzo Meyua arrived at the mortuary. When they were going with him at the clinic, they were actually going to drop him in the mortuary. Therefore, so obviously, it was a way of her trying to respond back to him. So, um, which did not make sense, but I believe a message was loud and clear on that one. Another question they asked her was to know, how did you and your family receive the news about second? How did you and your family receive about the second docket? And this time she had to spoke about, to talk about what her mom is going through, how her mom, uh, they are not really doing good because of this second decade, which they don't even believe that it does exist. This is according to her, that it is a mind made, like people had made up the mind to just implicate the names. And the question she raised was to know whether the so another question they asked her was to know, what do you think about Tefo and the trial? That is when she goes on to say that Tefo actually is even the reason why she had to go on a social media and post that post. You guys, you saw it, because she was trying to respond to Advocate Tefo, who she never believed at all, who she never even want to anything to do with him, because according to her, Advocate Marcela Tefo was just like a nightmare to her and the family. So what is happening inside the court? For her, she's not happy because the case is delaying. There's a lot. There's a lot of postponement in the, and that is not what she wants from her side. So another question they ask her: do you also want your day inside the court? Obviously, she say yes. Guys, excuse me, I need to drink water. I'm feeling like a. So they ask her if she want a day inside the court. Then she say yes. She say yes. She want a day inside the court because she can't wait. She need to give a side of story. Then I'm like, okay, well done, girls. Actually, that is what we all have been waiting for, that. And my prayer actually was for me to see you guys being inside the court and see someone like Marcela Tefo asking you guys questions, because that, you know, it could be, you can have one question, but this one question being asked by different people in different ways. Now let's see if you'll be able to maintain the same answer. Let's see if you'll be able to go and ask the judge Maumeda if you can go aside so that you go and read that your piece of paper. Let's see. Let's see if you'll be able to do that. So obviously, all of us were looking forward to get to see how will be the reaction inside the court. We are looking forward to that, without doubt. So I just pray to God if something better can come out of this court, so that At least these people, they can come inside the court instead of passing on the media, messing up the whole things, writing up your words in the piece of paper, thinking of what to say, doing that, and it's not good. Insulting Senzo memories, saying that I'm the one who used to give him money. It's not good. Saying that no one knew who was a Senzo before I met him. Nothing's good. Coming on media saying that no, Umandisa, she's the one who's supposed to be interrogated. It's not enough. Oh no, perhaps Senzo Meiwa mother, she had something to do with this. Her with and the sister, I mean, a daughter-in-law, they had something to do with all this. I don't think South Africa need that, especially this moment. We're not gonna sit here and be watching you guys, discussing, oh, who says what or who says what. How can them say like this? No. The problem we are having here, we only want to know what happened to Senzo Meiwa. And those who had committed crime, they should pay. Simple as that. Simple as that. There's nothing much. So it's very pity seeing you coming on the media and trying to start attacking people, individuals. That is not what we want. So they also ask her if she was the eyewitness. Guys, do you still remember Advocate Marcella Tefo had dropped the bomb inside the court, saying that there is an eyewitness who saw Ukeli Kumalo pulling up the trigger accidentally to kill Senzo Meyo. And so they had to ask her about the rumor which was going around saying that she's the one who was that eyewitness. She denied it. She said that no, I'm not the eyewitness, and I'll never be a eyewitness in such way. So unfortunately, Tefo is no more here. If Tefo was around in that case inside the court, is the only person who was gonna bring for us that eyewitness. Perhaps they're still gonna collaborate, okay? They're still gonna collaborate with other people, but according to me, when we're talking about eyewitness, that should be someone who was in that house at that particular moment. So among the 7 people, which their names is being found inside the second docket, one of them, perhaps they had to confess aside. That is something that we should have been looking forward, but unfortunately the man who was behind it, Marcela Tefo, he says that no, I can't take this anymore. I can't rely on this justice. What do you think about the Senzo Meiwa and the Ukeli Kumalo relationship? How do you think about it? Here, and here, I mean, it was very exciting question for her because she have to go like, no, they used to love too much. I mean, they used to love each other too much. Kelly Kumalo love Senzo Meiwa, okay. Or I used to call them Roman and Juliet. Roman and Juliet. But Romeo and Juliet, which one of them end up dying in a very strange way, which we're still trying to figure out what happened, but we still remain with unanswered questions. So, guys, this is what I will tell you here. For me, Kelly Kumalo coming on media, Zandi Kumalo coming in media, it was a missed penalty. It was not a good idea. But since it is something which they had prepared, something which they had planned, something which they had discussed, then they take the opportunity. And you will ask yourself what kind of opportunity that they had took away. Of course, they took the opportunity for the fact that the men who used to be like day nightmare, the men who used to put them in a very hard position, is no more inside the Pretoria High Court. And for that reason, it had really like locked them, stopped them, and for them to go and start taking advantage of the situation and coming up in the media and talk whatever they feel like talking. So seeing Zandi Kumalo coming to mention the name of uh, Senzo Meiwa as one of the people should be the suspectors. I think this is now a cold war we usually see between ladies. Yes, because ladies they don't care age, whether you are older than her, whether you are older to be a mother. The moment she feel like you are my rival, she's gonna fight you back. She's gonna respond to you in whatever you don't want to talk about, and that's what I saw from Zandi. So coming on media and trying to talk about ex-wife of Kelly, Senzo Meyua, saying that no, the police should have asked her. I mean, even the police have to ask her, but don't you think that it's too late? It is too late actually for you to go again, and that's the reason why you guys so since the police and the justice they failed so far to arrest the right people in this Senzo Meyomeda case, they got stuck. They got stuck. So, guys, it is very important that to understand that this whole interview it was well planned. That's the reason why she had to come with a piece of paper, writing everything down, try to be emotional on nonsense, small things, which you don't even small things that are supposed to be smiling, but big points where people they expect you to cry, you don't even shed the tears. So that's it, guys, for today. We wanted to come and sit here and try to analyze with you about this Zandi Kumalo interview step by step, as we always do. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video until now. But before you leave, please do me a favor, do subscribe to the channel, give me your thumbs up. I'll really do appreciate it. It is very important. Do subscribe to the channel because we want this family to grow. We want many people to join us in these analytics that we usually give to you guys time to time. So once again, I'll apologize for the time. I'll apologize because we are having problem of electricity, as you guys you all know about. Around the country we all facing the same problem. So that is the reason why I could not be on time, and even sometimes I'm not even online because obviously the time when I'm supposed to come online, I'll be waiting for the electricity to comes back. So if they solve it out, obviously you'll see us again here every day. Guys, it is very important to remain focused, because if we don't remain focused, we must forget about the Senzo Mewa Meda case. Trust me, you must forget, because they'll keep on postponing it. They'll keep on postponing it. You keep on seeing too much dramas. Even if they change another lawyer, they remove Malicela Terfo and they put someone else. As long the same system is still there, that lawyer will also complain. Perhaps he might even go far to say that now I believe what advocate Malicela Terfo was saying. So I did not have an idea of how things works inside the court until when I'm here. So let us remain focused, guys. Thank you so much for your time. My time is also up. I even passed 4 minutes already. Yeah, I'll see you again very soon in our next episode. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your comments. That will be it for tonight. Thank you so much. Stay cool. May God bless you all. Ciao, ciao.